Hello, everybody. What's going on? All right, we'll wait a couple minutes for people to start showing up. Maybe people won't show up. I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm very confused if people don't show up, but it's okay. We'll get through it together. All right. I'm on X for people if you don't know. I'm on X. To the country of Canada, you should just see what they're talking about is they want Trump to sign some new trade deal, and if of course we, the United States, do not, they're gonna impose reciprocal tariffs. So I say to Canada, just do it. Give Trump a what for? Fuck Trump. I don't like Trump at all. And to be honest with you, if reciprocal tariffs actually cause, the guy is incapable of seeing how he's wrong. He's got the mind of a fucking toddler at that point. Talk about Trump, of course. But if he's not going to sign a new trade deal, just impose the tariffs. That's all you got to do. And I support Canada doing that to us, to be honest with you. Not that I like it, but the fact of the matter is you got to understand that people are supporting Trump and his tariffs. Trump was talking about they're going to enrich our citizens. No, they're not. They're going to make everything more expensive for us. And Trump didn't understand that. Maybe he actually knew that. Maybe he's so fucking crazy he knew that, but he didn't care. They wanted prices for everything to go fucking through the roof. It's fucking ridiculous.
Avenger Secret.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson, the fearless Black Widow, and Chris Evans, the heart of Captain.
But that is the way it is. The way it is.
Yep.
All right. You got to understand that the fact of the matter is that Trump is bad for the economy. He is.
All right, folks, check.
And he wants to be a dictator. How the fuck is he supposed to be a dictator if the country is revolting against him?
This week is
unless he tells the military to start shooting at civilians, which is possible. It's possible that will happen. So I wouldn't put it past him to tell U.S. troops to freaking shoot at the citizens of the United States to get them to comply with shit. That's bad though. That's bad. That's awful.
You do not need a
Trump is a fucking danger to himself and others. Clearly, he's a man who apparently. I was watching a video and he was talking about how he basically wanted everybody to worship him like Kim Jong-un is worshipped in his country of North Korea.
This is
fucking dumb, man. It's dumb.
But, one of the.
Anywho. Hold on. Now we might go to war with Iran. Hey, we should be staying out of wars. we should really be staying out of wars. But because it's Netanyahu, because it's fucking Israel, and everybody is like, oh, Israel is a great country, except they're killing people. They're killing people in Gaza. They're killing people in fucking, in Iran. They fired at Iran. So I don't know. We're just fucking up.
So for everyone who was waiting for a big update on King the Conqueror and He Who Remains, today your wait ends. What connection is there between King, the Council of Kings, and Doom? And this is actually Marvel's top secret. If Avengers King Dynasty had happened, do you know what would have been revealed in it? All the King variants, whether it's He Who Remains, Ramatud, Immortus, or Centurion, they all agree on one thing. And that was that, above all of them, there was an even greater power that posed a threat to them. And they were all afraid of it. And that was Doom. Meaning even if King Dynasty had happened somewhere toward the end of this saga, Doom would have been teased and the next saga would have been set up and then it would continue from there. He Who Remains didn't prune timelines just because of his evil variants, but because of Doom. That means Dr. Doom has a direct connection with King. And trust me, in Doomsday, everyone, from He Who Remains to the Council of Kings, will be mentioned, and if even a cameo happens, then it's going to be.
Anyway, so let's talk about Nintendo Switch 2.
The multi.
That people are confused about software sales for Nintendo Switch 2. What people are confused about is the fact that apparently, according to freaking people, the Nintendo Switch 2 sales, as far as third party goes, are pretty fucking bad, and I'm just confused as to why we're even talking about this. Like 15 days, over 15 days since Nintendo Switch 2 actually came out. The Switch 2 came out on the 5th of June. June 5th. And we're already talking about software sales for the third-party game. First of all, the system hasn't even been out for 15 days. You're talking about like less than a month's worth of sales. But on top of that, you're talking about the sales for games that have yet to friggin', that haven't really like they haven't been out for freaking a while. Like they haven't been out for a while. I mean, games don't typically like sell like they used to, and people are just like, oh, the sales are bad. I mean, the system's bad. No, look. The thing you gotta understand is the Switch 2 will sell. It will. It'll do okay. The sales are going to get better for third party. They are. They just are. When more games start coming out for Nintendo Switch 2, sales will get better. That's just how it is. I mean, listen, a lot of these games have been out for a few years. Take a look at Street Fighter 6. Take a look at friggin' Cyberpunk 2077. Take a look at friggin' Sonic has actually been out for less than a year. But Sonic's been out. Like Sonic X Shadow Generations has been out for a little bit. Game sales are going to get better as time goes on. And by the way, not a lot of people own a Switch 2. I mean, I know it's quote unquote setting records. It's selling more, like outpacing like Nintendo Switch back during the time it came out. But the fact of the matter is that the Nintendo Switch 2 is still nowhere near like the sales levels of the original Switch or the Switch, and all its variants. It's nowhere near that. So why are we worried about the Switch 2 sales at the moment? Because last I checked, Nintendo Switch 2 just came out. It's going to sell better as time goes on. And that's going to be it. And there's going to be more games that are announced for the fucking thing. There's going to be more games released and announced for the thing. It's gonna get better. It's only going to go up from here, guys. And we're confused. And talking about like Nintendo Switch 2, the sales for third-party games. Oh, third-party game sales are bad. Come on, man. Really? But my point here is, guys, that Nintendo Switch 2 is going to do better as time goes on. Okay? It's going to do better than time goes on. And that's it. That's all you have to worry about. Me personally, I'm trying to save money. I'm not buying Switch 2 immediately. I'm not buying Switch 2 immediately. I am literally saving my money. I actually already have around $35 saved in one of my bank accounts. And yes, I have multiple bank accounts. Figure that out. Figure out. Now, people are so confused. Why do you have multiple bank accounts, Kendo? Because I like my money being spread out throughout the bank accounts, so that way if one bank account ever something happens to it, I'll have multiple other bank accounts to deal with that I can put that money in. It's like the thing. But I haven't bought Switch 2 yet. Like, I have not bought the Switch 2 yet. I'm probably not going to buy it for maybe a year. Maybe I won't buy it for 2 years. I don't know. I'm currently inclined to wait for the Switch 2. About the software sales, I mean, that's nothing. So software sales, the software is going to sell more as time goes on, and that's it. That's all you have to worry about. It's going to sell better as time goes on. People are so confused. Oh, well, I mean, it should be selling, all the third-party games should be selling out in a week. No, that's not how it works. Thank you, Marlon, for talking about my cat. I think he's okay. He's an okay cat. He's a very lovable cat. I mean, he is. Sam. Hi. What are you doing? What, do you hear something out there? You heard something outside? Anyway, what I was talking about is Switch 2 is going to do very well. And a lot of first-party games are coming out too, and first-party games sell the best on Nintendo systems. Third-party games sell pretty well too on the Switch, primarily because of handheld mode. You can play all these games in handheld mode. But the fact of the matter is, we gotta wait. We gotta wait for the system to be aware. Not a lot of people can get a Switch 2. A lot of them Switch 2s are sold out. I'm pretty sure I could go to Best Buy right now, and I'll see that Nintendo Switch 2 is sold out. People can't even buy them right now, right? Hold on, I'm going to Best Buy to confirm. And then, I don't want my location now. Hold on. Switch 2. Nintendo Switch 2. I'm just confirming. I'm not, Yeah, see, it's Nintendo Switch 2 sold out at Best Buy. So the fact of the matter is, guys, you can't even buy a Switch 2 right now for the most part. So why are people complaining about the freaking software sales for third-party games when you can't even buy a Switch 2 itself? So a lot of people, you think game sales are gonna go up when you can't even find a fucking console to play, to buy and play? Like, no, it's not. That's not how it works. Not how it works. People are just complaining about anything. People will complain and start up drama and rumor, and it's mostly the freaking third party. No, not the third party. The freaking media, the corporate media, like the news media, who are saying this shit. And I don't have a problem with the news media that talks politics, but I do have a problem when they talk about video games because most of the time they don't know what they're fucking talking about. A lot of them don't even play games. I would never wait in the line for a console. Yeah, I would never wait in line for a console either. I would usually typically order it from Target or Best Buy or something. One of the things I need to get in the next tax year, because I'm gonna probably use my taxes to get it. but I'm going to get the 4 terabyte. They have a 4 terabyte expansion card for the Xbox Series X, and then I'm either gonna save the rest of the money, or gonna try to get a PS5, a second PS5, maybe a PS5 Pro or something, or just PS5 Slim. I don't know, to be honest with you. Now, if it's a console that I've been dying to go to or see an artist I've been dying to see, what for a console film? Yeah. See, I would never wait in line for a console. You'll never see me in a what was it, a midnight launch? I have no reason to go to a midnight launch when I can, like, if it's a game I want to play, I can pre-order the thing on my console. And by the way, pre-orders for online, digital game, you can play at midnight when it's released. Like, I don't understand. Like, but anyway, the only 2 games I actually have pre-ordered right now are freaking Metal Gear Solid, the new Metal Gear Solid coming out, and Silent Hill F. That's it. But I agree. I do not want to wait in line for a fucking console or a game or anything like that. It seems kind of pointless to do because, number one, you have to wait in line for freaking console, right? And that's never okay. Like I should not. And you can get mugged when you leave the freaking store. Like, why would I wait in line for a freaking console? Try to get one when I could just order online when it's readily available. Like, it's going to eventually be at a point where it's readily available, where it's not going to be sold out, and it's going to be available for you to purchase right then and there, and you're going to get it within a week, maybe less than a week, depending on shipping times and whatnot. Hell, with Best Buy, you can even freaking order online that day and have it delivered right to your place that very day. I did it with my 2 terabyte expansion card for my Series S. So, it's one of those things that I don't need to wait in line for a console. Sam, what are you doing? You're just laying over there. You're sleeping. That's all you do is sleep. It's okay. I love you anyway, but. But nah, friggin' waiting in line for a console is one of the worst things you could do. But to be honest with you, I think if when the console's readily available, it'll sell more. It's sold out right now in Best Buy. Probably sold out at Target and Walmart too. So how are you going to be able to? How is the game sales going to increase if the console sales? You can't even buy one. The console sales have stopped because you can't buy a fucking console, and no one's going to order from the Nintendo online website. Like, I don't think people are, and most of that is ordering through the retailers. That's ordering through retailers for the most part. I don't think people realize that if game sales stop, then game sales are going to stop too. Console sales stop, game sales are going to stop because people can't buy. No one's gonna buy the fucking game for a console they don't own. That's just not the way it works unless you have a way to buy on like a digital game and then redeem it on your account, which Nintendo. I think if you don't own a Switch 2, maybe Nintendo blocks you from being able to redeem it on your Nintendo account. Even if you have an original Switch, you just can't redeem it on your account, even just to make sure you have it on there. So yeah, the Switch 2 big lines. Yeah, I maybe in other states they have more Switch 2s readily available. I don't know, but here in Maine, Best Buy is sold out. Best Buy online is sold out, definitely. Target is probably sold out. I should probably check Target and Walmart just to make sure. But yeah, the Switch 2 big lines. Yeah, I mean, maybe in other states they have more Switch 2s readily available. I don't know, but here in Maine, Best Buy is sold out. Best Buy online is sold out, definitely. Target is probably sold out. I should probably check Target and Walmart just to make sure. I'm not saying I'm going to buy one right now because I'm not. But hold on. Nintendo Switch 2. Target is sold out of stock. Okay, but the games are still available. But let's check Walmart. I'm not gonna check Amazon. I've already checked Amazon. I think Amazon sold out too. Or it has a lot of third-party consoles for. Yeah, so yeah, it looks like Walmart sold out. Aside from these, wait, hold on, this bundle for $759. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous for that game, for that console. Bro, just calm down. You're nothing. You're not gonna do anything. Come on, don't do anything. What do you say? Why are you saying this shit on live stream? You know, you just gotta calm down. Life is great. Life is beautiful right now. You know, you can relax, play a game, watch a movie. I don't know what you want to do, man, but watching a movie or playing a game, you know, that's how I get my enjoyment nowadays. Or I just work.
Let's get to the latest development.
Make money. And everyone knows I love money. I love money, to be honest with you. I love working and I love making money. If I could do YouTube full time, I probably would, to be honest with you. It just seems like a lot of money to be made on YouTube. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I can't literally do YouTube full time because I make zero from YouTube. Zero. Just unfortunate.
This guy did?
And we're focused on what?
Are you schizophrenic, by the way, Bobby? I don't know. Like, if you're talking about voices, what voices are you talking about? Like, don't be like that guy who did the Lewiston mass shooting a few years ago. Don't be like that guy. He was quite crazy, to be honest. And anyway, I'm like trying to save money, so I'm not buying any video game. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I bought 3 games this past week. I bought 2 Dead Space 2 and Dead Space 3 on Epic Game Store because I wanted them on Epic Game Store, and I didn't have them on Epic Game Store. I might have them for Steam or whatever, but I wanted to support the EA. With that series, I would try to make them, bring it back, a third time, or no, not a third time, a second. After the remake of Dead Space 1, they should do a 4th Dead Space game or something. I don't know, and to be honest with you, they should also. I don't know, man. They should probably come out with a new game in every series, But yeah. But the only game I've actually played this week. Oh, I bought Assassin's Creed Origins. But to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to play that much. The only Assassin's Creed game I've ever beaten in my life, I played them all, but the only one I've actually beaten, as far as play through it, beat it, that's it. Assassin's Creed 2, that's it. That's it. That's the only one I've actually played through to completion because I didn't care for the rest of them when I played them. I was so excited for the one after 2, I think it was Brotherhood, and then Revelations was kind of the same thing. I didn't really care for it. Assassin's Creed 3, I played that a little bit. I actually own a copy of that game. I think I own it for Xbox One. And I did not care for that one either. To be honest with you, I didn't care. Like, you know, it's just another game. I like Black Flag. I'll be honest with you. I like Black Flag, but I've not completed the game. Black Flag is actually really fun, and I hope I get a chance to play it again. You know, because I like Black Flag. And then, of course, we had the other Assassin's Creed games like Unity and Rogue, and I like Rogue. I like Unity, I guess. I mean, if I had to tell you, I like Unity. I like Unity a little bit. It's a love story for the most part. You know, just trying. How's everyone doing anyway? How's everyone doing? How are you both? Aside from Bobby hearing the voices. Hmm? Well, in about 20 minutes, I'm going to go for a walk. So I'm going to hop off here in about 20 minutes. So the shorter live stream, but, I wanted to do one last night, but I ended up getting caught up with something. So. Okay, but oh no, I don't. Yeah. That's the one thing that I find very confusing is the fact that they've remade first of all they remade the first game, right? Resident Evil. They remade 2. They remade 3. They remade 4. They have not remade Code Veronica. What I'm hearing, they're working on a remake of Code Veronica, but I also hear they're making a remake of 5. Which if 5 comes out before Code Veronica, that's just bad. Because I want to play Code Veronica. That's what I want. Like, I want a remake of Code Veronica. After 2, Code Veronica, and after 3, Code Veronica should have been the next one. But they decided to remake 4 instead. So, I think, as far as Resident Evil goes, you should remake Code Veronica. That's the one you should make, Capcom. If any game comes out before Code Veronica does, that's going to be an issue. Because I want Code Veronica remake. That sounds like it would be fun and entertaining and awesome. But hell, to be honest with you, some people are saying remake 5. It's like, why remake 5? Why do we need to remake 5? 5 was, if 5 is readily available on the Xbox One, and you can play it on Xbox Series X anyway. I think they might be coming out with remasters for PS5 and Xbox Series X, maybe. I don't know, but it's likely going to happen. To be honest with you, so maybe someday I should live stream Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. I actually have played Final Fantasy VIII, and Final Fantasy VIII was one of my favorite fucking games on the PS1. Hold on. What's that? Oh, the survey. Okay. Hold on. There, a month ago. I mean, they should just remaster, like they should remaster like a lot of games, or remake a lot of games, I should say. Final Fantasy VIII is a one they should probably remake. After, of course, Final Fantasy VII remake series. They're doing the third installment in the Final Fantasy VII remake, and that's going to be fun. I'm sure it's going to be fun. I think if they do it correctly, it'll be great. It'll be great. But who knows if they're going to do it great? I to be honest with you, I haven't played Rebirth, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I played the original Final Fantasy VII Remake on PS4, and I own the PS5 version because it was a free upgrade. But I've not since played it because I'm just like, there's no reason to play it. It's going to eventually come to Switch and Xbox, and I might just wait for the Xbox version, to be honest with you. I haven't even played Remake Intergrade on PS5. I own the game, or at least I own I don't have the DLC. I think for the free upgrade, the DLC was separate. The Yuffie DLC, right? So, I mean, just great. Anyway, short live stream for today. Maybe later on there'll be more people, but I hope you guys enjoy your day. Bye.